And hello, you all lovely gamblers. It is I, once again, Yuri here.
What makes them lovely?
They came to see us.
I don't think that necessarily means like shit.
By the way, Cal, you were next. You were supposed to go next.
Oh, was I? Hi, I'm Cal.
And I'm DeadFun.
Okay, don't say and. That's the end of the sentence.
And I'm DeadFun.
I'm
And I'm
Isiah.
DeadFun.
This is I believe Witcher Mercury needed a bit more episodes. Not the full 50, not the full 50, but maybe I think an extra 30. No,
Okay.
not 30. Like 30
I
Wait, wait,
completely
wait.
disagree. I think they just
Before-
had
No,
to
no.
pace it better and have people talk with each other. I'm
So
keep
wait.
up.
Yes.
Before
Okay,
we're
Dead, yes?
getting into this, to you all who haven't seen the series, I don't know why you're here, but we are not doing, I don't think in this episode we're going to do like a summary review of it. I think this is an episode we're just giving opinions.
Yeah, there's so much in this, I just don't want to do that.
There's so much.
I don't think a summary is really worth it. Yeah,
Can I start with the thing that's going to launch us into an argument, most likely?
All right.
Maybe.
I'm ready to talk. Okay.
I despise the relationship, I say in quotations, between the main character and between Soletta and what's the white hair girl name? I don't like her that much.
She's
I don't
white
know.
hair girl.
It's morning.
Well,
Her name was Murnay?
Yeah.
no, Miorine. No.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Got it.
Okay, because I didn't like the quote unquote relationship because there was nothing. They had like two talks about vague feelings on each other. They never like said, "Oh, I love you," or even "I like you." They didn't like kiss. They hugged like once, I think. There was barely any romance.
They hugged more than once.
Did they?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the show was in sort of a lose-lose position. I don't really feel that strong with it. I think the couple makes sense in terms of like they both are like good opposites to support, each person. But I also think like the show did not put sufficient emphasis on the relationship itself. I think like it was fine. I don't know.
I'll be honest,
When
I'm
I-
with the. Oh, go ahead.
When I say lose is that because this is a lesbian relationship in like a mainstream anime, I think the authors were like, oh man, if we make it too gratuitous and in your face, everyone's gonna be like, that we're trying
Woke.
we're trying to like, yeah, like actually woke. But then like if we do it too little, then it's gonna be like we actually do want to like pursue this as a plot point. So I don't know. It's sort of like.
I'll be honest, I thought the relationship was fine. When I say people talk with each other, I wanted more character interactions in the show in general. I feel like I just didn't get it as much as I wanted. And I felt this especially in the end of the series, where I think this could have done very well if we had like a final episode that was designated like 3 years in the future and not just like 5 minutes. Because like I really did want to see where like everyone went up a little bit more in depth and see like character interactions. Also, there are too many fucking characters. There are too many. Like
I will say I agree on that. I agree on both things you did say, Cal. And yeah, and to defend the relationship, I thought it was actually kind of well how they found it because once again at the beginning it was arranged kind of a marriage. She didn't really care about the relationship, but then we actually do see her actually start caring for Mercury for like throughout the series.
Mercury?
Well,
that means Suletta.
Red hair chick.
I know who you mean.
Huh?
He called her Mercury.
Soletta. Basically, we do see her like care for more Soletta. Like hell, where I say that's like most like like see upon is that that second duel with Soletta versus Jeddick. Yeah, Jeddick.
No, you mean Gwell?
Gwell, sorry, Gwell. I don't
Who
know
are
why.
these people?
No, they're calling them by like the fucking last names that they have. Like they're fucking like
Yeah.
European nobles. Yeah, dude. They battled with the second battle with Mr. Jetuk.
Oh god, that's like half the characters.
Wait a second. Okay. No. That's where I have a problem.
I don't want to bounce around from point to point too much. Is this like still on the? Is this?
This
I want to like discuss the relationship.
We're still on the relationship.
Like part of it, like he lit a perfect part. I hate that part. Like the problem I have with it is again, Suletta and White Hair Girl don't spend enough. Okay, so here's how it is. Like for like they talk one on one for like seconds after she went on her date with four. I forgot his name, but I know his number was
That's
four.
what you're fucking calling him. Sorry, I was just so curious of who the fuck did you actually
Well,
mean?
like in fairness, who is who? I picked up on it.
I
Who's
didn't.
for?
I was at
Ellen, the green-haired dude.
the green hair. He was the Fairac pilot.
He
The
died.
green hair
Uh,
dude.
Blonde. Wasn't it blonde?
That's-
Oh, the
I think he
blonde.
was
The what?
blonde.
Okay, yeah, clone dude.
Yeah,
Got it. Clone dude.
yeah. Clone dude. Sorry, I had no idea who the fuck you meant.
Okay, but like, okay, after she went on her date with four, like they had like a 5 second talk, like some you're just gonna sit here and wait, and then she just left. By the way, she went on a date with like two different people. Those two people were not her fiance. But I'm getting off track. The whole point I'm trying to make is that when have they like okay, whenever they like talk about how they felt about each other, it was always in the middle of something. Like they never like actually just went out on a date. They never like sat down like some hey, like
I can
relationships built on communication. They never communicate.
I
I'll.
can say for two things of why that was like that, and it's so this is the at the beginning of the series. I'm gonna be honest, they fucking. I'm just gonna call her Space Spice to be easy about this. Space Spice never cared about.
No,
I am gonna
Just
call her Space
just
Spice.
call them
she's
Miorine,
nothing,
bro.
she's nothing like Weiss at
You could also
all.
just call her a redhead,
Yes,
and we'll all know what you
yes,
mean as well.
yes, she fucking is, and I'm gonna fucking stand on that goddamn point.
No, she didn't. Weiss had character development. This girl, her personality stays the exact same for the most part.
No,
The only
it
If you
did
difference.
don't,
fucking change. What the?
if you two don't stop with this Ruby discussion, I'm gonna move on. So you
It
can
did
guys move
fucking
back
change.
to.
Fine. Fucking. Oh, okay. Fucking.
Save it for the
Okay,
Fine.
Ruby
wait,
episode. That's
Fucking.
never happening.
You fucking
I
blonde
want
ass.
Yes,
to.
correct.
Fucking watch me.
I will have to actually bring it up though. For like, there's like this whole thing.
There's this
Fucking.
whole thing.
But
Are we talking about Ruby? No. Why does Ruby have to be
okay.
brought up?
Moving. Okay.
Okay, me in a character's
Basically
development.
enough. We so it's the thing of Miss Miorine. It's the at the beginning of the series, she didn't really care for her that much. But it's the through subtle ways we do see her care for her a lot more. Even though, yes, arranged relationship, she didn't really care for her. It's because she had to, marry her because of the father's like dueling rules. But it's we see her care for her in subtle ways. Heck, where we
Okay.
see that like one thing prominent is that duel, but also it's the was it episode before episode 12 where we see, Miss Marnie
To
chase
murder someone?
Violetta. Yeah, before that, where she basically goes, you could chase her and she, hugs her and cries into her for a little bit and saying, you couldn't bother me like 3 times a day. That's another like subtle way that we see that she does care for
Okay.
her.
First off,
Okay,
that
but
one was not subtle. That was not subtle.
Well,
That was like in your face.
not
But I
subtle,
want I
not
want to say
subtle,
this.
no,
I want to say this, and this is gonna defend Isaiah's point, and this is coming from someone who likes a relationship. Up until like I want to say episode 18, I genuinely thought their relationship was platonic and not romantic. And everything you're
like they
saying about white-haired girl like this like oh they actually care about Suella. I genuinely thought it was platonic for a very long time. Even that scene where she's crying in her arms, I thought it was still platonic. The only time I realized it wasn't platonic was when they were randomly having a conversation. And Suetta is like, "Oh, and you're going to turn 17 soon." And I have this whole plan. I'm gonna get us rings. I'm gonna like the ceremony is gonna be super nice. And I'm like, oh, they're actually going through with the
Raise his hand.
marriage. Yes.
I did want to say, so first, okay, I have 2 points I want to make before you respond. First one is there, I don't think there's necessarily a problem with them being like in a more platonic relationship. I think like relationships getting discussed is like, and then you hug and then you kiss and then you have sex is not like, the way it happens all the time. I think additionally that like the scene you just mentioned, I don't know if this was your point totally, so maybe I'm like off. But I think that's more so reflective of Suletta being like a very sheltered child who doesn't know how this stuff is supposed, who has like a very concrete picture of like, then we hug, then we kiss, then we marry. I think
okay,
that's
but
more
like
so like a reflection of Suletta's naivete.
I'll
okay,
be
but
on.
like
Okay, I
they're
want to reply to that really fast, Isaiah, and then you can go. Very sorry. I want to clarify. My point with that is that I didn't even dislike that it wasn't a platonic relationship. I'll be honest, I did enjoy it. I was more so stating that Yuri was more so saying that there was like development, but that's not the issue Isaiah has. That Isaiah has, from what it seems like, is there's no romance progression. And the development Yuri is defending isn't even on the same argument. It's the fact that there's no romance progression. Is this correct, Isiah?
Okay, now the point I'm trying to make is we don't see the progression. We hear like she's like, "Oh, you keep on bothering me every day." She's been doing it for like 10 episodes at that point.
I think that isn't a problem with
Like,
the romance. That's like a fundamental problem with the show's pace.
no, but like the pacing affects how you feel about the romance. If we don't like, okay, if we heard that Archer
It all
betrayed
goes back to
in-
pace.
instead of seeing it, like if we
I'm
heard
not
about it
even
instead of seeing it, then like,
I'm not even
what's the
disagreeing
point?
with you, but I think it's fine. I don't know. I don't want to be pedantic and like debate with you on like, oh, well, the chicken versus egg, fucking plot versus pace. Like I mean, we fundamentally agree the romance was a bit undercooked.
I will say that, yeah,
So like,
it did need a bit more scenes. I mean, once again, I agree with like fucking Cal, too many fucking characters. We should have cut a bit more of the Earth House. I'm not gonna lie.
oh, dude. Okay, so can we are we done on the romance topic? I think that's the most we
I'm
can discuss it.
yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, so
There's like one more thing. Oh my god.
Okay, Jesus.
Please. Like, okay, Hal, you know how you said that like you couldn't like tell that it was like they were generally gonna go through with it?
Yeah.
In the end of the series, there's like nothing that points out they're married besides the fact that she said that your sister you have to listen to your sister-in-law. That's literally
No,
the only thing
they
that
have
shows them.
rings.
They have
they have
rings.
rain.
I mean, blatant thing.
I think a
Like
ring's
there's like
pretty blatant.
Yeah,
Like,
that is pretty
yeah.
blatant. And saying sister-in-law is very blatant as well, I'll be honest.
You can accuse the show of a
like
ton of stuff. I don't think it was Yuri bait. I don't.
Okay, we were borderline Yuri bait at certain points.
I
I'll
will-
say that, but no, it did not end with Yuri bait. I will say
Yeah.
that.
it
Mm.
feels like it was like the whole romance is just unsatisfactory. It just feels so bare bones. It felt like it
Oh,
was added there last second because it has like barely any relevance to the plot.
okay,
Like
well that
realistically,
I
if there was
don't agree with. I feel like I do agree that I think the ending is unsatisfying, but not in that degree.
like okay, if okay, realistically, let's say she asked for Lita for help. She'd go through all this same stuff just to help her, right?
Yeah.
So like realistically, what's the point?
Okay,
What?
well that's like,
Like,
does there have to
What?
necessarily
What?
does there necessarily have to be a point to romance? Can't it just happen?
it
That was so
can
poetic, Dad. That was so
done
poetic.
good.
Shut the fuck up.
It's done with like
Flip that.
there's just so many problems they have.
But still. Okay, so past the
Fuck
romance.
romance.
I did want
Okay,
to
wait, can I
say. Huh?
I'm gonna talk about stuff we like, you know?
Okay, well, I did want to stay on criticisms, and I wanted to save my positives with the finale.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like,
me.
do-
I still have a lot
I
of criticisms. I'll say this.
I will
Also, I should probably
say.
say, hold on, wait. I should probably say this. I didn't like the series. Okay, like the series.
Yeah.
The series is pretty good. It was my first Gundam. It was pretty good. Was it amazing?
Think it-
No, but I
Mhm,
enjoyed it.
mhm, mhm.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I
like-
do still have criticisms.
Just being
I
upfront,
also
it's like a 5 out of 10 show to me, which isn't bad in my books.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I like this series. Is it in my top 3 Gundam series? No. It's in my top 4, but not my not my top 3.
It's in my top
I
3
give it-
because I've only seen 2.
Thanks. Yeah, Flash. I
Have you
did.
seen another one?
What?
I gave it a 4.2 out of 10.
You've seen another one?
Oh, I saw 5 episodes of what's the one where they're underground that's really famous that has a cool art style.
Gurren Lagann?
Yeah, I watched 5 episodes of that.
Oh,
Taste.
okay, you meant Mecha. Okay, sorry. I thought you
Like,
meant other Gundam.
Is that not
series.
not
So-
Gundam? Wait, are
No.
Gundams and mechas different?
yes,
Oh.
Cal, they
Oh,
are.
okay. Understood.
Okay, wait. I've been trying to fucking make this point like I've had 5 minutes,
Sorry.
please.
He has.
I'm on my fucking knees here, dude. I'll suck your fucking dick. You know that one. Yeah, dude. So yeah, okay. So I have like a journey with this show that I want to sort of like hop into a little bit in the beginning. So like this show, I initially saw it in a watch party and I fucking really disliked it. I think my initial score of this show was like 2 out of 10. It's like upon my watch party.
Oh, shit.
By the way, I think this show is very like not good to watch in a watch party because you have to balance all the different like story points while riffing with the boys. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
doesn't allow you to like pay as much attention and allow stuff to like hit you
See
as
the
much.
subtleties.
That's a nice way to put it, but yeah. But I was gonna say that upon like my rewatch that I did this in like 2026, I think I bumped it up to like a 6 out of 10 because like I did like I was capable. I like kept track of way more of that sort of stuff. It didn't feel like I was blindsided by like different stories. But like to be ready with this podcast, it did sort of bump it back down to a 5 out of 10 because like okay, and I've narrowed it down. I've done like I've done my research. I've done my fucking scientific peer review. And I think I've come down to the biggest problem in this show, and it all comes down to one story point. This is like a YouTube essay video thumbnail. But I think the biggest problem with this show is the Earthian subplot. What I mean by
Oh,
that is like the entire section of it that is like, Earth discrimination by space, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And I have to do a couple of like setup here first, but like, yeah, that's like what I think is the biggest problem with the show. I think
okay.
if you remove the entire Earthian subplot, it does not affect the story in any way, really.
Okay,
Okay.
I
Yeah.
can say certain aspects. I could say that at least.
Okay. Yeah. I hate the racism here. It's like I said in my messages. It feels like how Ruby treats racism.
I love
I
Like
racism.
don't know what that means.
Neither do
I was
I.
gonna explain. And by the way, this is not the last time Ruby's gonna be brought up.
Gonna kill myself.
Okay, so in Ruby, like the most vocal of the racists, the people who's getting racist at, they are terrorists.
Yeah. I was gonna mention this. Okay then. Because
And
like
so like we
continue.
don't have like okay, in Ruby, we don't have many faunists, that's who's getting like furries basically, they're getting racism against.
Good, by the way.
Base. Base.
When I say furry, I mean they have like they're born with like animal ears, tails, or whatever, blah blah
Oh,
blah.
Oh, good.
cat girl.
Yeah,
Never
so they're
mind.
getting
That's
Yeah,
acceptable. That's
Oh
acceptable.
my
yeah, okay.
god.
Yeah, no, okay.
the cat girl is the worst one. She's literally the worst one. But
Yes,
No, I
yeah,
said the cat girls are the only acceptable furries. The rest can burn and die.
back to topic though.
yeah.
The most vocal of the minorities are terrorists. So it feels like I'm they're trying to make like a message or something that like I don't know what their message is because they're just doing terrorism.
Okay, so to try to like explain that point a bit more, on a metatextual level, we know that the space corporations are bad and that they're getting Earth oppressed. We know this because of like what we're seeing as the viewers. But in the series, all the prominent Earth characters are like at minimum like with terrorists. What is it?
Like
What is it?
with the exception of like the people at school who's friends with their only thing that they're friends with someone who like I think she worked with the terrorists. I don't know. The
Yeah,
blue hair the girl with the blue hair?
I know
Yeah,
what you
Nika.
yeah,
mean. I know. Yeah,
yeah.
Nika.
Yeah, they at most they were just friends with her, and I think she was a terrorist, but I don't know.
They were like supporting a terrorist. They were supporting a dude who was supporting a terrorist.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, like once more, very
Like
convoluted, but yeah. And like when I think of like the Earthian characters in the series, I think of the two like girls from Earth who were terrorists. I think
I love them,
oh shit.
dude. I
Oh,
love them.
I forget
I
it. I forget the name. I forget the name of one of them. I know one of them was named Sophie. I forget the other name of the other girl.
The other one was
uh
tragic Yuri. The other one was tragic Yuri.
what do you even okay, sure. So like and then there was fucking Shadiq, who has my favorite name because in the watch party all I said was should fit this dick in your mouth. And that was my favorite running bit in that
y'all
watch
are
party.
children. Y'all are children.
But
They
Uh,
should
yeah, so
I was the black guy with
yeah,
blonde hair.
Yeah,
yeah,
black guy with
yeah.
blonde hair.
that
Was he
dude is
on
like
our black character tier list?
no,
No,
Isiah, put that on the notes for next year.
but still. Oh, okay. But
honestly,
like
no. I
so,
just called him Alejandro
like
Saba.
on a meta level, pretty much all the Earthian issues are fixed by Spatians, realistically. They are just handed the keys to the kingdom by Miorine in the finale.
The white savior plot.
Like actually, Spatian saver complex.
Yeah. I know. I can't. Okay, with how you actually explain that, I got like a little scared. But yeah, no, it's
Oh,
it
that isn't
is.
all my issues. That's like the meta problem with it.
Yeah. Even Ruby has the decency to have the faunest
If we
the
bring up
faunest
Ruby one more time, I'm going to have a conniption. I
Oh
will
my.
burn Ruby to the ground.
My
brought up.
I think I did interrupt you here, Yuri. What did you mean to say?
Here's the thing with you. Okay, I know with you saying earlier, remove it. Like this story doesn't change. I believe it does change some things. Shodek's, whole why he's doing stuff. I believe it changes that in the Witches from Earth, Sophie, and the other one.
Okay, well, the witches from
Okay, but
Earth didn't mean fucking shit. They were literally just fucking there so that way fucking Soda could do the gritty on them. The gritty on.
You're the gritty
like,
on
they were there
them.
to like I'm pretty sure the actual reason they were there is to, like, show what people on Earth are going through, but like we already saw
No, like
that when like,
they
we're
were just pulled in
attacked.
by Shafiq to do like political machination shit.
It was in like they
I
gave
was
their whole
confused by
speech about they gave their whole speech on like how like they couldn't really on Earth they can't really do anything. They need to like have the Gundams in order to like put food on the table or something.
Yeah, like, but that
Yeah,
that
but
was
we
like the
already
reason
know
they have like,
this.
yeah. Okay, so like, first, Cal, you make your point, then I'm gonna go into like the in-story reason. Like this all's just been meta stuff. I want to like,
Oh,
yeah,
I love the characters, the Earthian terrorists. I love them. They were amazing. But I don't fully understand why they were at the school.
to be spies, IG.
They were spies?
Okay, no, no,
Yeah.
no, 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 no. Okay, I made a comment on this. They are like, okay, I said they're the worst spies ever. I said, oh, they're not spies, they're terrorists.
Oh my bad, they're
Because
like terrorist spies.
they literally just showed up. They're like, this is some cool stuff we got going on. Hey, Soletta, let's hang out. Terrorism time.
Basically, that's what if they were meant to be spies, then like I don't know, dude.
Okay, in
Like they
fairness,
did absolutely no spying.
Flash Isaiah will hate this, but there was like a time skip at the beginning of season 2 where they were
I
around
know,
like a
I
minute.
know. It's
I
the
fucking hate the time skips.
I can
The
I
time
can say
is an
this.
important thing.
Yeah, like I can say why they time skip, but still, it's not a good reason why.
I hate the time
Like
skips.
the time, okay, the time skips. They time skip over important things.
Yeah.
Like
I
you remember after Shadiq, I think that's his name. Like he after why you're a child, Daddy. You're a
Shove this dick in your mouth.
You should fit this dick in your mouth.
okay.
Oh my god.
We did.
After
I know we don't usually discuss this stuff like mid-episode. Like we have the fucking thumbnail be like fucking this like Asgore meme, but with Shadiq.
I know. I don't want that. I don't want that.
and then
we're
we'll
like
have like
children.
the thumbnail be like fucking, and then it'll be like live Flash reaction, and then it'll be like.
I'm
Oh my
sorry. I'm
fucking
sorry.
God.
Sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Flash. You were saying with the time skips though, and how much we actually
Yeah.
hate it here.
Yeah, okay. With Shadiq, I'm just gonna stop saying his name. With the black guy with blonde hair.
The black guy.
So with him, like, okay, after his duel with Soletta, it just kind of, I think it just like straight up cut away to like next week, well, like a few months later, and like
Yeah.
her fiance was gone.
Yeah,
Again.
that was pretty
Like,
Again, I
actually.
want to say.
And then like they were just civil with each other. Like Soletta will be civil with him either way, but like everybody else was just kind of chilling.
Yeah,
Like
man.
like no conflict because they literally just had a fight and then like like they just gonna skip over all that and oh my god the
I
time skip
will
is so
I will say this with time skips. I don't like them either, and I know why they did them. It's the limited episode run for the series, so they had to kind of not run through a lot, but
Is
I
this
don't
based
wanna
on
be
a
that
manga or is
person.
this original series?
original
It was
series.
yeah, all Gundams are like at like anime first.
then they don't have any reason to rush. They literally make a story. Like
Yeah,
if there was
like
a manga,
yeah, like I mean,
like okay,
yeah.
they skipped over them making like prototypes for their company. They don't show anything from the company except
Okay.
for
Well,
Black Hair
that's a
Girl
bit much.
being needed.
That
No, wait, hold on. I don't even wanna okay, so first I wanna fucking discuss my Earth problem. My problem with the planet Earth. Because we were on that. So, okay. So like, what is the point of the Earthian subplot, do you all think? What's like the reason it exists?
For Black Dude to have a motivation and to like make us
Well, like,
understand why
I
he
mean, like, what's the point that it's in like the foreground? Why isn't it just like a background thing? Because like we spend like entire episodes on Earth, it becomes like a setting where like characters like move to and move back from that sort of stuff. Why isn't it like a background thing? Why is it like so on screen?
so Homeboy can have his redemption arc.
Who? Wait, which one?
Well,
Pink hair, pink gay
the
Yeah,
dude.
best
well,
character, the
I
best
don't know, man. I was
character.
just sort of okay. So my biggest problem with the
Pink
Earthians,
what?
yeah, they didn't really have to be redeemed. They were just sort of fucking like they were just like giga chatting it. But
Like,
like,
okay, I like how, unlike everybody else, he had an actual story going on. What?
But like my thing with the Earth plot is that okay, so this series is divided into two bits. One is like the fucking Prospera Suletta like revenge story that happens because of the prologue. You know what I mean? That makes
Yeah.
sense. And like the
Yeah.
second half is like the Earthian shit. I think that like the best parts of the series are the fucking Prospera Suletta revenge arc. That bit is like I think the strong part in the narrative and the best part in the finale. The problem is when you're getting into all this fucking geopolitical bullshit that like comes up because of the Earthian stuff and like the fucking what are they called? The Space Assembly League (SALs).
Yeah.
Spatians.
The dudes with the massive cannon with them.
Oh, them.
Yeah. That's like the yeah.
I have some
So
stuff with that as well. Go ahead.
Wait,
we're
so are they just, did they just get off scot free for like the
sort
terrorism?
of. I guess they lost some GDP value. I don't know, man.
No, I
But
mean,
like,
They lost the little legs. The thing
hold on. So like, I think the problem is I think we all agree that like the series decided to cram way too much into its runtime. So my like, I think if you just remove all the Earthian shit, it sort of like just fixes that because then you can focus more on the school. You can focus more on like the corporate espionage revenge story bullshit, and like you can actually have like Prospera be centered more as the main villain because you know they'll have to push stuff around more and not just like use the Earth shit that's happening to like you know just like oh man, it's really fuck, dude. It's really convenient that like this Earthian conflict makes like the best cover up in the world to create my massive super weapon. So, I'll actually have to like politically have stuff maneuvered around a bit more.
I'll be
And like
honest. Oh, sorry, Dad.
we spend this entire episode with Gwell, and by the way, Gwell was good in this episode. We spend it on these fucking like Earth freedom fucking rebels, and it's like the most I don't give a shit episode in history because we just see these random these Earthian randos. These while like they're getting killed by some corporate like entity. Reason we don't know. It's the corporation's bad, IG. But like and like they wasted an episode on this in season 2, the season that's like way more like shock filled with dumb bullshit. So yeah, I
there's
think you
season.
like
Part 2,
huh?
like the second half of the season.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I just
Um,
watched it on YouTube. They didn't say anything about seasons.
I'll say
You watch it on
this.
YouTube?
Yeah, it's all
Yeah, it's
uploaded
all
on.
on YouTube.
Oh.
Even still, when I watched it originally back when it was airing, I still believed they just put too much in the series, and I think yeah, cutting out their stuff, even on like a rewatch, I still agree on that.
Because like as
Like,
said, I mean yeah, like the best
here's the
parts.
thing. Cut a lot of it out. The only I but that Gwell episode, that's the only I think keep
You
that
can
one.
have
Well,
the
okay,
12
you can
episode just in
have
a
that, but
different
just have it in
context.
space.
Yeah, actually.
Like the fact it was on Earth doesn't actually matter. It was more so what happened.
Yes.
You could literally just have it be on like he went to like a space like station or space planet and have like basically the same exact thing happen. And then like we saw the same character development.
And you can
There'd
even
be like
have
no
yes.
difference at all.
Yeah, there wouldn't.
Oh wait, but the series continues to act like, oh man, this Earthian subplot is so fucking necessary. This is so like vital to the characters when it's just really not. All the main core characters in this series. When I think of the core characters in this series, I think okay, I'm gonna use like the fucking the made up names that we've been using. Fucking it's like Clone Dude, Gwell, Shadiq, Redhead, Whitehead, or
Yeah.
and then
No,
Prospera.
we don't solidify.
These are like
We don't
these are like huh?
we keep on calling solidify her name, or at least I
Okay,
do.
that did not matter, but okay.
But
It
like,
does
it's
matter.
fine, it's fine. But
Okay.
like, all the main characters are Spatian. All the main conflict of the series put up in the prologue is Spatian. You can't even make the case that like the Earthian stuff is supposed to show us that the companies are evil because the companies committed a massacre in the prologue. We know that they're evil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like it. I'm getting angry. Somebody talk about something else.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah, that's my biggest problem with the series. I think you could unironically cut like half of the story with how it's built. Some different person make a point.
And I know we touched a little bit on it, but I didn't have my chance to rant. I fucking hate the time skips so much. Okay? Okay, the first time we did the time skip, right? I was like, okay, you know what? I feel like we missed on some like stuff, but it's cool. It's cool. I'll let it slide. But then we have the terrorism attack, right? Or the fucking terrorism attack where everyone gets shot up. We have like I would argue one of my favorite episodes in the entire thing. I'm gonna say why. Suetta is me to a certain degree. I felt so much connection with her. With the fact, okay, when there was the miscommunication where she felt useless and she was like, I'm so sorry, Mom. I thought I had friends. There's a miscommunication and I wasn't as important as I thought I was. Maybe want to sob. That's literally me. That was literally me. If I'm not useful, if I'm not helping, I'm useless, right? And it's not as bad as it used to be, but especially back during my high school years, like that was really prevalent. So I felt so much like connection with that. And then the scene where a fucking white hair girl is chasing Suetta and like they have like that hugging scene and she's like, you do this, you do that. I would say is one of my favorite scenes in the entire show, right? And then the terrorist attack happens. I'm like, oh my god, this is crazy. Like, some people may die. What's happening? And then we end the episode. I'm like, okay, what's the aftermath of this? Like, let's go in. And then we're in a fight at the school.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
genuinely thought I accidentally skipped an episode. I exited out of it and was like, did I accidentally skip an episode? And I didn't. And I
I
was
thought it'd
like,
be something too.
what the? And then
Yeah.
I thought, okay, you know what? Maybe we're gonna do the thing where like we jump to the future a little bit, but then like we're gonna see like flashbacks of like what happened during it because like it was very traumatic. No, we didn't. We just moved on, and I was like, what the fuck?
Dustin, you do see like the post-credit scene where she kills someone.
No! Oh my god! Don't even
we-
get me started
Oh my
with this
God.
bullshit. Okay, I didn't.
Are we
I
doing this? Or...
didn't. We are because Yuri brought it up. Okay.
Okay. But...
As an anime, be consistent with your post-credit scenes. Either have it or don't have it, right? Because I'll be honest,
disagree.
I don't watch the post-credit scenes. Fucking kill me. I watch it a single time. I watch it uno. Why? Because I see it, I see the visuals, I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. You know, it is what it is, blah, blah, blah. And then I press skip. Now, I watched it on Crunchyroll, right? And yes, Crunchyroll has a skip outro button. However, it will have that even if there's no post-credit scene, it'll just take you to the very end of the episode. So once I did the skip intro a few times and I realized, oh, there are no post-credit scenes, that's fine. And just I just started pressing next episode, next episode, next episode, and just skip the skip credits thing altogether. But it turns out they were like, oh, we're actually pranksters, and we're gonna have these post-credit scenes randomly and inconsistently. So you know, womp womp.
Okay,
you should just
DeadFun,
watch the
before
outro
you
each
say
time,
anything,
bro.
okay, I was about to say, DeadFun, before you say anything, normal people don't watch the outros.
I'm gonna be honest,
They
actually,
should.
on a rewatch, the second outro, I actually watched multiple times. I found that like really aesthetically pleasing. It was really nice.
Yeah, but like, okay, if you like an outro, you're gonna watch it once or twice, but you're not gonna watch it again and again and again and
I
again.
watched it every single time we saw that one.
I watch
Okay, well,
every
you-
outro of every show that I watch.
Well, you're
Okay,
mentally
I'll
ill,
just
Dead
prove
Fun,
my
so that
point.
doesn't
I
count.
started this whole thing by saying normal people don't do that.
Well, I'm not missing the plot. I didn't miss the outro scenes. You know, I guess they agree with me and not you.
Okay, okay, hold on. I want to say two things. I want to say two fucking things. Okay, first of all, Dead Fun, right? So for context, we had like a little text exchange about this because I didn't see the post credit scene where Suetta murdered someone in front of white hair girl, and then I was missing some context and I was a little confused on it, right? Because I didn't watch the outro. Dead Fun said, I think people should watch the outros and like see who's making it, right? I was like, okay, you know what? Fair enough. Dead Fun. Dead Fun. It's in Japa fucking ease.
Womp
How am I-
womp. Okay,
how-
so Cal, the point isn't that you're literally supposed to read it. If you told me who the fuck made Avengers Endgame? No, I saw the credits, but I can't fucking tell you who made
the
it
Russo
person
brothers.
by person. It's like epic, Cal. I guess you decided to watch the outro on that one, man. But like, what I'm getting at,
Yeah, I
It's
did. You
like-
want to know why? Because every MCU movie has a post-credit scene.
Cal, what I'm getting at is that I think it's a general like good thing as a person to sit. The outro has multiple purposes. It allows you to reflect on the episode. It allows you to like, what is it? See, like, it allows you to experience it like each person did at the time when they decide to watch it week to week. It allows you to like catch stuff like this because anime companies just sort of do this now. They throw these in occasionally. I think it just shows like. I don't know, this is gonna be sort of cringe, but I think it sort of like shows some level of respect that you're willing to like sit and watch the credits, even if you don't have them understood.
You're right, it is cringe.
So yeah,
Thank you for the
I think it's
backup,
sort of
Isiah.
like-
High fives you.
I think it serves like different purposes. I don't think it's literally just like, DeadFun, can you please recite the art direction in episode fucking 15 of Gundam Witch from Mercury? No, of course it's not the fucking point. Of course.
I guess, but it's all. I feel like there's the same argument when people get mad at people for skipping the fucking intros after listening
Oh,
to it 2 times.
by the way, I don't think if you just want to skip them, that's fine. But I don't think you can complain then that you're missing stuff. You're missing.
I
think
want
like if you're going,
consistency. Either have them if they had them at the end of every episode, then I would be fine. It's the fact that they randomly spring them in out of nowhere. And you know what? I will
well,
say this. I will say this. It's very clear that like that episode was a season finale, right? And so I will take
yeah.
that. There's more than likely was going to be a post credit scene there. I should have like kind of clocked that. But then there were like 2 other times where it just randomly happens, just out of
If
nowhere.
you're this dedicated to not watching the outro, why don't you just look up beforehand? What episodes of which, spoiler free, what episodes of Witch from Mercury have a post credit scene?
Why the fuck should I
Okay.
have to do that?
Because
Of course
it-
I can do that.
Oh my
Like-
god.
Okay, no, DeadFun. You can't get mad at us for the show's inconsistency.
I'm gonna be honest. I agree with Dead. On this
Yeah,
whole
dude, you're
fucking
gonna be
point.
fucking if you're so determined to not watch the outros, then like you may it's literally just like a 5-second Google search.
Okay, and Naughty Kids.
I will
Yeah,
say
no,
this:
shit.
if you are watching it week to week, when I'm watching it week to week, right? I usually still don't watch the outros, but I watch the intros, right? Because like I'm watching it week to week. If I'm binging something, that gives me even less of an incentive to actually fucking watch it. Why? Because I'm watching it all like in like one big sitting or in like multiple like binge sittings, right? There's only so many times you can see an intro or an outro. At a certain point, I'm just gonna be on my phone, right? While it's fucking happening. At that point, I'm wasting everyone's time at that point.
I disagree, but yeah, I don't
Actually,
know.
with that
gonna
point
look.
of the post credits thing stuff, I'm gonna be honest. I hadn't finished AJK at all, and I was watching the rest of season 2. Even then, I saw, oh shit, there's this much time left with this episode. I'm gonna skip the ending with this post credits thing probably enough. Yeah, I even did that. I saw how much time was actually left after that.
Because it's usually a little extra time.
Okay, and I said this for the season finale. I should have clocked it. Okay, I should have clocked it. Everything else, I stand by my take. Anyways,
I mean,
that wasn't
yeah,
even the main fucking
yeah.
point I was trying to make. Time skips. Time skips fucking suck, right?
Yeah.
And I'll be honest,
I
I
mean-
actually didn't realize there was a time skip after the battle with Black Dude until you guys just told me. I didn't
we're
know there was a
Well, she
time
said-
skip
well-
during that.
The episode started with him saying, "Your bride's been gone for like 2 months."
Did he? Maybe he did. I probably just missed it, but it's like, why are there so many? Why are there so many?
Yeah,
I agree that they're not good.
they're not. It's time skips can be a tricky thing to sometimes handle. I'm with anime. I'm not gonna lie.
I think it's just I don't know, the reason I'm not like as like upset as Cal on this that I just loop it back around to like my pet issue with the series is I think I just need to cut the Earthian shit so they could just focus and put more time into the shit that actually matters so they didn't have to time skip. It all just comes back to the pace to me. Yeah, so like
There's that. God, fuck it. There's another argument that's probably gonna happen. I would like to point out, Isiah said death doesn't matter in this fucking series.
It
That's
doesn't.
not what I said.
Okay, no,
Well,
sorry.
that's not what you said, but it doesn't.
Okay,
What I said is no. I'm gonna say it. I said it feels like there's like no consequence. If you're like a named character, you're alive.
Okay, Cal, I disagree. I basically like what Flash said, where it's like, yeah, like death matters because of the stuff in the prologue matters, but like no one dies, so it's not even like we have the chance to like. Yeah, so, the biggest person to die, I think, was the fucking nameless Am I fucking dumb? Was the biggest person to die not the nameless NPC who fucking Suletta killed in the season 1 finale?
The biggest deaths that happened during the series, for me specifically, was like the Earthian deaths and like the dad death, with
Yeah.
Gay Pompadour.
Well, like, I guess, but it's like I don't even know. Like the fucking Gwel's parent wasn't even like a person, really. They were more so like a means to move the plot. like for real.
I didn't care for his dad at all. But like
Yeah,
I
like-
felt
Yeah, we care because we like Gwel. We don't care because of the fucking like the parent themselves.
yeah.
But like, I guess you are correct with the 2 like terrorists. But like, I don't know, man. I just sort of file that in my brain beneath like fucking.
Earthian
Okay, so,
bullshit.
Nah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Wait, I want to start off by saying, like, okay, I liked the 2, like, I didn't mention it earlier, but I like the 2 girls who were terrorists.
Yeah, they are
But-
fun. Yeah.
I feel like we're supposed to be sympathetic at the end of their lives. I was not. They're terrorists.
Oh, I was.
I
Like-
was.
I'll be real. Okay. Oh, wait.
Like, okay, So the problem I have with it is like, okay, it's like us feeling bad for Luke because Adam died in Hazard Hotel, even though they're the ones who started this whole thing.
I just disagree
Okay,
with you,
you
Cameron.
cannot
I
make
think
that
it can
compare.
be.
Those are that is comparing apples and oranges. Okay,
It's
you're
actually comparing Adam to
okay. Shut the fuck up. Lou and Adam are the active aggressors in that story, right?
They literally showed up in
They
this area.
slaughter people for shits and giggles. The Earthians, like, they're terrorists because they kind of have to be, because they need a voice. I'm so sorry. You don't make change through peace. Name one revolution, name one major movement in world history that happened through fucking peace.
I don't even agree with Black, but like, what the fuck were these two fucking Earthians gonna do? They were just gonna be fucking noticed by the Satian force. This is the most ineffective military effort.
No. I'm not even saying like what they were doing was smart. I'm just saying I sympathize with them. Isaiah was like, we shouldn't sympathize with them because they were terrorists.
Okay, no. Okay, you need to let me finish. Okay,
Okay.
like okay. If it was just them doing this because they had to, then fine. That one girl was actively laughing at the people she died. She enjoyed murder.
Yeah, in
She
fairness, like,
enjoyed killing people. If it was just a means to an end, just a job, then fine. But not like
they also did like attack a school. I don't know how I don't know if that was really
okay,
necessary.
I'm a little confused on the school part. Is the school really important? Because I feel like it got attacked multiple times.
They have,
So
they have like the children of politicians, and so it like matters. It doesn't actually have like a fucking like a bureau of a facility really. It's basically like it's like fucking if you decide to attack like the fucking I don't know what the comparison is. It's like if you decide to attack Harvard. It matters because like the students there have like parents with influence.
Okay. Sorry, it just kept getting attacked, and at a certain point, I was like, I guess like the school's
Oh,
just really fucking important.
It totally just happens to like move the plot, but like yeah.
like I don't feel bad because they like actively enjoy their job of murder. So I feel like them getting murdered is
Yeah, I would too.
cool.
Jesus.
I'm gonna be real. I'm on their side.
No, you are tripping. Yeah, once you like attack I think you're a bit too lost in the sauce if you're like attacking like students of politicians and not like military centers.
But that's how you. I think we gotta just get rid of all the politicians, man. I think we gotta start.
No, they're not getting rid of the politicians. They're specifically not doing that. They're attacking the children of the politicians.
They're cutting off the bloodline. They're cutting off the bloodline. I think this is good.
Yeah, and all the bloodlines on Earth are going to be cut off because of what they did. That's fucking dumb as fuck.
There are certain characters who I wish they fucking die, like fucking like the heads of Pale Tech. I will be honest about that.
Can I be honest with you guys? I might have just been stupid. I was so confused on the Peltech plot line.
Yeah, I was off. They just kind of showed up and just like, ooh.
We've been sprinkling it in, but I didn't fully like grasp like what was happening with them. Sorry, you go ahead.
Okay, it'll be deceptively simple. They're just evil fucking corporate shenanigans. So basically, as we know, they created fucking Clone Dude. They're into this sort of research, but they're supposed to represent like the what do you call it? What do you call it? They're supposed to represent this position of being like just totally in it with like greed and monetary value and that sort of stuff. So like they don't actually give a shit with the research. They just want the research to profit, which is why they like betray the conglomerate and like swap teams in the end. It's not some master play. It's just that they're greedy fucks that want to like benefit from a situation and don't want to sink with the ship.
Who did they betray to? I think that was my biggest like confusion.
The SAL. You know when they sent in that one like FBI woman? They were from the SAL. That's like the Space Assembly League. It's basically like the government up in space.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like the space government. I think the SAL part was fine up to the very final episode. Yeah, the final episode, the fucking massive cannon is fucking dumb as fuck.
The cannon was really weird. It came out of fucking nowhere.
Yeah, no, it did.
There was no foreshadow. There was no mention of like, oh my god, they're making like this like massive Death Star weapon or something, or like, and it just showed up.
The canon doesn't work on several levels. If you simply want the canon to exist so that way all the bad characters in the series can receive punishment, okay, fine, I guess. But they didn't even fucking follow up on that. The Pale Tech women just sort of dipped.
Yeah, like nobody had any consequences in the end.
Yeah, like I said, I guess they lost like some GDP.
Like
okay, almost. We saw them in fucking vacation clothes, relaxing.
Yeah.
They should have fucking. I'm gonna be honest. I wish they fucking died.
I wish that one
Like,
like clone
really?
dude who was with them just pulled up a pistol and like shot each of them. I don't know. I
I
was like,
thought
I
the
run the.
same thing.
It would have been
exactly.
cool, but it didn't make sense for his character because his character genuinely didn't give a fuck about anything. He
I
didn't care enough
know,
to.
but like, uh, so like, yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. I've discussed most of my criticisms with the show that like stick to me. I think like, so yeah, you know, as you said, Cal, too many characters, but like, I think that's just a cut all that Earth bullshit, man.
I think we actually, unironically, could have cut in some of the Earthians in the actual cast. That like in
Cut
like
all,
the
cut
school.
90% of them. I like the black dude in Earth House. I like the fucking dude
Yeah.
with the beanie, and that's sort of it.
No,
be
I
honest.
like the head. I like the captain. I like the captain.
Captain
thought
sucked,
he was
dude.
fine.
They
But,
ended
okay.
up getting way too much attention.
I thought they were
I-
fine.
I-
I can okay, so maybe I know I fell into the trap where it's like two characters interacted, they have to get together. But I really or maybe it's just the fact that I was so like starved for like other characters getting screen time. But I really did think something was gonna happen between him and like the white-haired like chick that like made like him paint her toenails
Oh,
and stuff like
okay,
that.
that dude. That dude's fine. That dude has the pass.
Oh,
I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest. I didn't like
wait,
him.
who did you
Captain.
think I was talking about?
You know that fucking dude from the Earth House who's like, oh man, oh jeez, oh man, oh jeez. You know what I mean? The
Isn't that the
fucking
black guy?
not the black dude, the fucking bowl cut dude with the blue eyes.
Yeah, Martin.
Isn't that who
no,
I'm talking about? Am I stupid?
Yeah.
No,
No.
you're mixing up
No,
two
no, no.
characters.
No, Dad, he is. You guys are both talking about Martin.
No, that okay. Well, even if
I
we
feel
are,
like-
yeah, that dude fucking sucks. The Zenitsu of Witch from Mercury.
Well,
Going to
either
be
way,
honest.
I thought he was fine. I thought he was fine. I didn't think he was amazing, but I thought he was fine. Anyways, I thought
I can
him and like white-haired black girl were low-key gonna like I thought I
Okay, yeah, I did
think
not see that at all.
well no
I-
again
I-
I think it was just because I was so starved for like outside character interaction. I was like, oh shit.
Oh yeah. I mean, like, do we have any more criticism before we dive into the positives?
Off the top of my head. Wait. I have a whole list. I don't need to go off the top of my head.
You wrote notes of his problems.
Y'all saw it.
Oh, you're going back in the text messages.
Yeah. The mom should have died, or Ariel. Someone, please.
Okay,
The
this
mom-
isn't
The mom, no. The sister, the mom, yeah, maybe. The sister, no.
I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
I loved the mom. I loved her till the end. She wasn't right, but I
like-
loved her.
where we're getting.
I think it's
I'm
funny
with
that
Cal, but like,
she literally did a William F. and that's really funny.
I
That's so
always go
base.
back.
Let me
Uh-huh.
see.
We're not positives. On a rewatch, when I watched the series back when it was airing, I did not like Gwell's character. On a rewatch,
What? Gwell's like the best part of the series. What do you mean?
I'm gonna be honest. I didn't like him on like the original watch.
Really? Did you not?
I think that's just incorrect, but okay.
Yeah, like actually, just a wrong opinion.
Like, I'll be honest, I didn't like him at the beginning, but I loved his character arc he went on, and like him maturing, and like his PTSD moment.
Well has the most solid arc in the entire story.
But on that rewatch, I did actually appreciate Gwell's character. He was
So like,
maybe at that time I didn't like appreciate his character enough. But like on that rewatch, yeah, I'll be honest, I did like it a lot.
Okay, my opinion on Gwell. Remember how I said Ruby's gonna come back? It's back.
God.
So if anybody can be compared to Rice,
No, you're a part of this, Yuri. Don't act like you're a victim.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. I'm a victim now because I.
No, you're not. You started this shit.
No,
You're not a victim. You're like a terrorist Earthian. That's what you are.
Xander, let me hear it. The whole reason why I'm going on like comparing it to Ruby is because you said that it's Space Wife and Ruby, which is like the most wrong thing I've ever heard in my life, by the way.
We'll say yeah, wrong. I'm not wrong about both the ways. One.
You are. You really are.
okay, I'm
You're
gonna.
just-
DeadFun come here often.
Okay, wait.
Yeah,
okay.
true.
No.
Okay, make your Gwell point. Make your Gwell point.
Gwell's story is about how he started off arrogant, got humbled, and then became a better person from that. I'm simplifying it a lot.
That's generally
that's-
accurate.
Yeah.
And you know who else story that is, that Yuri? That's literally Rice's story. So shush, you lose, I win, I'm better. You provided no evidence, and I did.
The screen and chokeslam this motherfucker through a
Okay then. Well, good.
But
We
okay,
love
I'm gonna
well
be
in this household.
Yeah,
I love
good.
Well,
if
unironically,
okay,
the worst parts of Will's story were still good in the context of the show. I know the fucking brother rival stuff was a little bit like put in at the end, but it was like sort of built up and like I think it was
Yeah.
like good. I like how it concluded.
It's built up.
I thought it
well,
was fine. I will say when I saw it, I was like, "Oh shit, we're doing this? Okay."
Like it
Like
wasn't
it
bad.
made sense. It made sense. It just felt very like, "Oh, we gotta conclude this. Let's conclude it now." Type beat. Does that make sense? Like we're ending.
Yeah,
We gotta make sure
I
we
think that's
resolve the story point, so it has to happen now.
okay, I'm gonna be honest. For the first time, like in the show, I started to feel something other than boredom or irritation. Like
Okay, that's a bit much.
during his fight with his brother, and I thought he was gonna die. I was actually starting to feel something because I liked that character. Then
I
you
didn't
know,
think he
I
was gonna
got
die.
Same.
feeling immediately. So
Mm.
yeah,
I will be honest.
Okay. Oh, go ahead.
His brother fight did have my favorite Gundam from that series of Sweatshirts. Mainly enough, Gunsword. Fucking love it.
I don't want that to stay
I'm gonna
on
be
this, but
real. I
the
don't give a
animation
fuck
was
about the Gundams or
okay.
the
Wait, hold on.
nor
Wait,
do
I
robots.
mean, they looked cool. I don't know. The animation was very pretty, and I think the robots looked pretty cool.
No, they look cool. Like, but I wouldn't say I had a favorite. Like, I did. They look cool, but I would say like none of them were like besides like the fucking Ariel. None of them stood
Okay.
out enough for me to say like, oh, that one was my favorite.
I did have one more negative. My bad. I don't want to harp on this too much because like I don't think it's like it's a very short criticism. Literally, most of the battles just came down to like the little fucking thingies that they have when
Yeah,
they shoot
Funnel.
them out.
the
Yeah, the
Uh,
antennas.
funnels. The fun. Yeah, dude, funnel spam. My favorite.
realistically, if
yeah.
Coletta didn't have the aerial, I don't think she would have won in that first fight. To be
They will have
honest,
lost every battle in this series.
Oh, 100%.
like it's because she
Well,
has
no,
like a tough
okay.
second fight.
I know that's the point. I know that's the
Yeah,
point.
there was a whole
But
point
did
like
it?
yeah, she says at the end like I like too much our mother and Ariel. It was like
But did it have to be the point like 6 battles in a row? No.
probably not. I'll be honest. While the fights were cool, I found myself not caring for some of the fights, like on a narrative level. If I'm being honest,
I think on a narrative level they were fine, but
I, that was me. Before we get into positives, I have like that. Okay, so this is my first ever like actual Gundam I watched. So I have a few questions. If that's fine.
Sure.
okay, sure.
First off, for most Gundams, do they kill the hosts or is like or the pilot, or is this just like this series type beat?
This is more specific to this series. There are different exceptions, but usually they're just like weapons.
Got it. Got it.
I have questions.
What's the difference between a Gundam and like a normal mech?
Gundams are built different. It just depends on like series to series. Yeah, like usually Gundams are just like portrayed as a different level of unit, but there's not like one specific good response.
Okay, but
Okay. Yep.
that's not true. Like the whole reason why like the main character was winning is because Ariel, not because of like the fact that
Well, no, sorry, I was. This wasn't for this series. I more so meant like,
yeah. I mean,
like
in
the
general.
Gundam
Like,
mecha in
yeah.
general.
I mean, like in the first anime, it was because they were made from Gundanium metal. In the
Gundanium
series.
metal. It sounds so
Yeah.
funny.
You know,
Gundanium
okay,
metal.
at least that show gave an explanation of what a Gundam is. They just
Well,
wouldn't say
no,
that's a
hold on,
Gundam.
wait. This series
They did
also gave an
explain.
explanation what it was in this series. I'll be honest. Like, I was never confused what a Gundam was in this series. I was more so asking, like, in general.
Yeah.
God, I had a couple more
Like
questions, but I can't remember them. What?
I know a Gundam's a big robot, but there's also other big robots that aren't Gundams. So
Well, no, the Gundam
I
in
was
this series was like, you become in sync with the actual robot, and then you can also like you can do stuff outside of your robot, like you can control little parts of it, and it's like more like taxing on your neuro and like physical body because of it, because like you're straining yourself, working all
mean-
these different components.
In fairness, my response to that would be the 2 terrorists from Earth also had Gundams, but they were getting fucking fried. I guess you could just say they.
Am I right to say each pilot who actually had the permit score besides Switch Richard was that all the Gundams? Because I can't remember if like I
Well,
can't
like the
remember.
two terrorists, they had Gundams, but they were getting fried by
no,
the permanent score system.
Yeah, no. So am I?
I
I
think like the
forget.
main.
Well, is not well. I mean, is Shattuck's mobile suit a Gundam or not? I can't remember.
No,
No,
not
it wasn't.
Shadik's.
No.
Okay, it wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Perma
Ellen had
scores were
one.
only for Gundams because the perma scores was like how like much mental
Yeah,
and physical
basically.
strain you were putting yourself through it. That's
That
why
is-
when they say that Suedo went into like perma 8, because I guess that's like the pinnacle of like what
yeah,
you can
like,
do.
That's like the best way to put it in the series. Gundams have like the permit score system, and that's why they're special.
mm,
So
yeah.
yeah,
Positives.
Yeah, I think all the main 6 characters that I stated were all like individually done very well. I like Ellen, Gwen, Shadiq, Prospera, Miorine,
Who's
Suletta.
Ellen?
Yeah.
This is a
The
fucking clone, dude. It's the
fair
clone.
act, by the
Oh,
way.
clone dude. Thank you.
I haven't. Yeah, okay. I
Okay, I'm
think
gonna
all
be
6 of
honest.
them were done well, like individually.
With Clone Dude, I'm gonna say this. I didn't like second Clone Dude. Like
I
first
like
Clone
second
Dude.
clone, dude. I like all 3 clone dudes.
Wait,
I don't think you put all 3 of them in this series when you just have 25 episodes, but I like them.
wait, there were 3? Wait, who was the
Yeah, there
third
were
one?
Yeah,
3.
wasn't the one who quit the Clone Dude?
There was the original one. There was the original hosts.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so Cal, the first one was cooked. You know, they were put into the fucking oven.
Yeah,
The
the one
second
that
one,
fell for Suetta.
the second one was sent to the school. They were like the fucking one with us most of the time, like season 2. The third one was the one in the boardroom with the pale tech chicks.
Oh, I thought he was the original.
That's like still 3 versions of the same person.
Okay, got it. Sorry, I just
Yeah,
didn't count him because I count him as like the original
My
like person. Yeah.
my bad, Yuri. I knew you were gonna do this thing where like you were gonna say like, oh, well, this person like you with the person you said like the original one, and I was like, okay, we gotta scene contextualize this. We gotta scene.
Okay.
But like, yeah, like I like all the main characters individually. I think they all have fun stories. I don't like the Earthian stuff, but I think Shadiq was the best part of it. I like the fucking political like machination shit that they did. I think it was fun.
Shadiq was correct,
uh,
by the way. I want to make this very clear. He was just correct.
yeah, like Shadiq individually was correct.
Like
They
you
actually
can
did have a
bash
plan,
on
but like,
his methods, but like he was correct, and like Earth needed like a bargaining chip.
yeah, like I agree. I also like the fat dude. They were, by the way, okay, did you all put 2 and 2 on who the fat dude was?
Was the fat dude was the person that actually like did like the anti
The
Gundam thing in the
massacre.
prologue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That dude's a goat.
I only honestly I kind of just assumed that's who he was when like you were like, yo, he did you know he was like this amazing pilot or something? It was like, well, the only other pilot we've seen was like low key him, so I'm just gonna assume that's who he was.
Yo, dude, my goat. Look at this shit. Like, yeah, dude.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, they do. Okay, I didn't. I probably should have gone on the character design because they have the same haircut, but like I got it through context clues.
Oh, dude, my goat Kenanji. But yeah.
Yo, it is kind of fucked up that like he he was kind of helping after he massacred the
I'm
fucking
gonna
yeah,
be
dude.
honest. That was fucking. I was.
But I like them, so
rewatch,
it's okay. So it's
I'm still surprised. Like the mom didn't say anything about that to him.
he
listen,
probably
yeah,
didn't recognize him, and he
I
didn't.
was doing the. They didn't recognize dude.
They did, bro. Bro's no longer in his prime. They didn't recognize dude, and also they don't know what like the people looked like, right? They're in the fucking mech
Like,
suits.
pretty much.
You know what?
In
Fair.
fairness, okay, I mean, in fairness, with all the shit Prospera did in the series, you could make the case that they would have just like done some research, but I don't know.
Yeah, like it's not like common knowledge that he's like going back in his day. And if he's like gonna be the bodyguard for people, you should know he's your bodyguard, right?
But I like them, so it's fine.
Yeah, they're based as hell.
Yeah. But like, yeah, I mean, I think the core elements of the story work very well. I think like, okay, so when Suletta's like in fucking Courage the Cowardly Dog mode, I don't like them. When they're like, I don't know how else to put it. But
When
like,
they're Kenobi from fucking Chainsaw Man.
yes, I like Kenobi, Kobini.
You see, I did this on purpose because I knew they liked her.
But
But they do the same
I was
thing.
gonna. No, they don't. No, they don't. That's like Kobini's like not the MC of the show. Yeah.
I like the funny little moves that Soletta made. They were funny.
But like when Suletta was actually being like serious and stuff, I think they were like a very good. And I think my favorite battle of the series is like the final one with the Gundam, the Gundam with the broom. By the way, the fact that it has a broom is cool as fuck.
It was
But okay, well, I know it's Caliburn versus Ariel. But,
Caliburn.
like,
Okay, sorry.
Me,
yeah,
I
like,
wasn't in this.
yeah. So
I'm gonna
like,
sue.
I think the final battle is very good. I really like Suletta's progression as a person. I think Suletta's like good individually. I like Miorine's story of having to like accept and reject parts of like the bloodline they have. Yeah, I mean, I think like a bunch of the character arcs they did. I'm sure you want to discuss the mom, Prospera.
Yeah, I love the mom. Okay, so here's the thing. I think it was Isiah who said, are we supposed to like the mom? Because I don't like her. I loved her. Why? Because I could tell from the get-go she was a manipulative bitch, right? Do I think she was a good person? No. Was I enjoying every moment she was on screen? Yes.
If you
Because,
like manipulative bitches, Gundam has them in spades.
what you call it? It was like, yeah, go ahead, Isiah.
Okay. I feel like the manipulator thing, Like, okay, I like it from time to time, but like, I feel like she wasn't okay. Aizen from Bleach. I like him. His whole thing is like he like manipulated like basically everything in the main character's life. I like him
Fucked
because
your
how extra
mom
he
so
is.
you could be born.
Like I like how extra he is with it. She isn't going far enough with it, in my opinion. Like
She's
she's like in the
practical.
point. Yeah,
Mm.
and I
I
find
think
guys can manipulate. Boring.
I
Go
think within the
outlandish things.
confines
Giant robots. Your daughter's a ghost. Do
I
something
think within
cool.
I think within the confines of the story they did fine, and I think they did do cool stuff. I think Quiet Zero was built up to, and I think it did like have some cool stuff to it.
Quiet Zero was really cool. Oh, hold on. Wait. I have a question with Quiet Zero. So sorry. I like remember this. During the massive data storm when everyone started like or when everything started like disintegrating, how the fuck did the people
Wait,
on Quiet Zero
disintegrate?
survive?
What do you mean disintegrate?
It started
Like
disintegrating at the end. Like it started like
He meant the quiet. Yeah, he meant the quiet zero like disappearing basically, like the whole like big place basically.
the big place started like disintegrating. Like it started like going into like sparkles or whatever, along with
Again,
like the Gundams.
they could hack space. It was to the point where like they could literally see the dead. I think it was just like an assumption that like they could like move shit around.
Okay.
I thought they were like they got Thanos snapped out of existence. Wait, then where is it then? If they moved it, where is it?
Well, no, not move the space. I mean like move the characters in the space station. And if you mean to where, I guess like I don't know, some sort of fucking transport. They did like the characters did bring a transport with them to like this mission.
I guess sorry, it just confused me when I first watched it. Also, I was with Isiah. At first, when I saw like it disappeared, I thought they like all the main characters died. I was like, wait, this is kind of base. But then they survived, and I was like, oh okay. Oh, we only have like 8 more minutes of this episode. Shit, we're not gonna see any of this shit after this. Yeah.
It was me, Suleta. I was the person who made your sibling and your fucking your clone sibling into a mobile suit. It was me.
Which I loved Eri. I thought Eri was super cool. I thought the twist was really good. That Eri was
I
like.
like it. I like it.
Although,
Yeah,
sorry, another question. There's a scene that doesn't make sense.
Okay.
Why?
Bigger. Okay, so God, I don't know her name. The bigger lady who was like doing the stuff to clone dude, right? And then like had like a whole character arc. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Shot.
No.
No, I know what you mean. It's the so dead. When I say like older lady had worked with Suleta's mom
Sure.
that lived, that's who they
Okay, no,
mean.
Wait, no. Wait, are you talking about her or the fat lady who showed up in the big and like the
No, not her, not the
earlier
transport
episode?
lady. I am talking about the scientist lady. There's a scene and like it's like the big reveal when we find out Eri is like inside of Ariel, right? And she's like, "You had 2 daughters. Where's the other one?" And I was like, "Oh shit, she had twins." But then we find out
No,
Suetta
like,
is
it was
like, but then we find out
because
Suetta. Yeah.
that person's working with like they don't know all that's happened, so they just think like, oh, they have 2 children. They don't know like the context of like all that happened.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They just don't know.
Understood.
They just don't know.
Huh?
They just don't know. Yeah. Like,
Okay, no, I was low key confused because I was like, but then we found out Suetta was like a genetic or like construct,
yeah. Like
and I was like, wait, but then how would she? Yeah, makes okay, understood. Then how did she? Then why did she assume she had 2 daughters?
because they were on the fucking because in the prologue they were there and they saw Eric, but now they're seeing Suleta, so they're like, oh,
but
I
like
guess they ended
the
up getting 2 children.
problem with that is like they look exactly the same. So like it could
You
just
could just
like
have samey children that could just hide. Okay, what's more probable? That they made a clone child versus like just having 2 children that sort of look the same?
no, like
Well-
no. The thing I'm trying to say is like they look exactly the same. So how would she know that it's a different person?
Yeah,
Because one of them is
wouldn't
called
you?
Eric and one of them is called Suleta.
Well, couldn't you
Then
just
you
say
can
they
change
had
your
changed their
name.
name? Yeah, they changed their name because they were fucking fugitives.
It's that I would like to think of how old the child would be now compared to how old
It happened 15 years ago, or like it wasn't even 15. How long ago was it? It wasn't
Also,
that
yeah,
long
that
ago.
is like no way. 15 years from like child to like high school teen is like a bit of time in all fairness.
Actually, they were celebrating like I think it was either like third or fourth birthday. They'd be either like 19 or 18 as in like the series.
It just feels like it just feels sort of nitpicky. I'm gonna be honest.
No, it is. Sorry, I was just like it is nitpicky. I'm gonna be so real with you. Like honestly, I more so want a clarifying question. I feel like it diverged into something else. I'm gonna be real.
That's fine.
So like, how exactly did she Five Nights at Freddy's, Ari?
It got off screen, baby.
Technology babies.
Technology and permit score, baby.
Okay, cool.
I don't know, Flash. Why the fucking permasaur allow you to see the dead?
I don't know. Ask the
That's
show.
not well. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I think all in all, I discussed all my positives. Do we have any more positives?
I feel like Guel. That's still my only positive.
Okay, well that's the only positive. As much as we can agree that like the Earthian stuff like could have been completely gotten rid of, I did like the Earth scenes. I thought they were cute. I really did like when we like followed the terrorist group for an episode and saw them. Like I think that was like my second favorite episode. Love Suetta, like I said, literally fucking me.
That is cool at the end.
When she, oh my god, my fucking abandonment issues were like triggering when fucking white hair girl was like, you're no longer needed, and then like right after, like she goes to her mother and like Aries like, you're no longer needed, and like she's like depressed in her room. I felt for her. I was like, I was, that was literally me like 2 years ago, like a year and a half, 2 years ago. That was literally me. Yeah, I connected a lot with the main character.
Actually, on that reveal of the Eddic being the Gundam, I rewatched the series with a friend. They were like genuinely surprised and shocked when that actually happened.
Yeah, I was too. Were we
That
not
was
meant
like,
to be?
oh no. What I mean is like it was like a really good reveal. That's what I mean. And like
Oh,
the
okay.
mom, I'm gonna be honest, really good too on that. Like I once again, that same friend didn't even notice the manipulation until like the much later. Because with that, it felt a lot more like a little bit nicer, subtle, a little bit. Am I right? Am I right to say that it did feel like that, or am I wrong?
I think it was pretty blatant.
You could argue that when you say subtle, like at the beginning of the series, you could make the point that a lot of what she was doing was for Suetta and like her like case, like making Gundams more like basically living up to her mentor's legacy. I think that's what you could consider subtle. Like she's manipulating, but we don't really fully comprehend that she's manipulating Suetta specifically, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like she's definitely
Yeah,
like being
okay.
used, but not in like a way like I'm gonna like use you to this degree.
When she first showed up, I didn't like her vibe.
Yeah,
It's the best way to
like
put it.
the mask is sort of.
Well, I took the
Well, it's
mask
not
as
like
like she couldn't reveal her face or everyone would know she was a witch. That's the reason I assumed she wore the mask.
no. It's not the mask that like gave me the vibe. It's like literally everything about her. Like literally.
You know that one like pro ZT clip where it's like the villain monologue.
No.
Like she just felt
Oh, you don't. Okay, you suck.
she just felt sketchy from the very beginning. Like I feel like if I walked into a room with her in real life, I'd turn around immediately because how weird she is.
Mm,
You know?
Well, in her defense, have you seen her daughter? Have you seen like half the characters in the show?
yeah.
No, okay, no. When I say weird, I mean like I feel like if I'm staying in a room with her too long, I feel like I'm gonna get stabbed. That type
Oh.
of weird.
Once again, have you seen half the characters?
Yuri, did
Okay.
you have any positives?
You know, on rewatch, I think I do like the clone boy's character.
Which one?
Ellen, green hair dude.
Ellen, green
dude.
hair.
Yeah.
I mean, don't they all look
Oh, I
exactly?
see all of them.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Well then.
I had less than a single original guy.
I love Terrorism. He did nothing wrong. I think